Bishop, good to see you. And we're about to open a Holy Year here in the Diocese. As a matter of fact, in the Universal Church is going to have a Holy Year called for by the Holy Father. What is the purpose of a Holy Year?
Holy Year is kind of a Jubilee year. It's part of the mandate that Jesus gave himself and to the church when he gave his first sermon in Nazareth. He said, a year of Jubilee, a year that's what the Messiah would bring this year of mercy, as this particular Holy Year is. Mm-hmm. Normally a Holy Year is every 50 years, but we've been having them more frequently, yes. Every 25, and whenever the Pope decides we're going to have an extraordinary Holy Year. That's what we have here. Mm-hmm. This is an extraordinary Holy Year, the Year of Mercy, beginning on December the 8th and going through to the Feast of Christ the King in the following year, 2016. So it's a year that's focusing on the most important characteristic that we know of God, mm-hmm. merciful, that God is all merciful. Mm-hmm. And that's what the focus of this year is.
Now we're going to officially open it on December 13th, which is a Sunday,
right.
and we're going to have an opening of Holy Doors, just like in Rome. First of all, explain to us, what is the Holy Door in Rome?
Well, the Holy Doors is a symbolic way that prepares us for conversion, because the Holy Year is about conversion, always. And the Holy Doors are closed during other times. Now they will be, the one in Rome will be open. It's bricked in. I mean, it's really closed. And as you pass through that door, you're entering the arena of mercy. Don't forget, the scriptures tell us, enter by the narrow gate, you know? Mm-hmm. Who's the gate? Christ is the gate. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not just the door. You're entering into communion with Christ. Conversion of life prepares you for that. It's not magic. You don't go to the Holy Door to gain an indulgence when you're not converted yet. And we will have 6 Holy Doors to make it available to the people in the diocese. There are special doors that will be designated for the Holy Year. They're not bricked up the other times, but they're special doors. They'll be highlighted with appropriate signatures there. And we have one at the Cathedral of St. James, St. Joseph's Cathedral, and St. Thomas Aquinas in Flatland. That's for, and also Regina Pacis Basilica, Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Astoria, and St. Gerard Majella in Queens. So they're scattered around the diocese, so people could go usually on foot if they wanted to, mm-hmm. from where they live.
And there's going to be a bishop at each ceremony?
Well, at the opening, yes, they'll have one bishop at each one of these doors.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going to be?
I tell you the truth, I think I'm at St. Joseph's.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That's a big door. Now, this is a year of mercy, and there's special emphasis on mercy. And, people look at it as if this is a revelation, that we have a merciful God. I mean, isn't that something that's an idea, a concept that we grew up with?
Well, in my pastoral letter that we're publishing, I just traced the concept of mercy from the Second Vatican Council to the words of John the 23rd and Paul the VI and John Paul II and Benedict. They all talked about mercy. This is nothing new. Very clear. In fact, it was funny. I ran over this quote from Cardinal Casper, who was noted for the book he wrote on mercy, and it was the same words that John the 23rd used when he opened the council. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing new, really. Mm-hmm. Again, in a time when we're looking for a different approach to the life of the church, I think it's good. But there's an issue when you see the justice. The scale of justice. Mm-hmm. Well, one side is mercy, the other side is justice. Mm-hmm. How do you balance these two things? They really do balance out, though. Mm-hmm. It isn't all mercy, it isn't all justice. Mm-hmm. It's a balancing act between the two. And we understand that as part of the life of the church, mm-hmm. that God is all merciful, he's also just. And we don't know how to balance it out. Mm-hmm. Because we have our human prejudice, but God knows how to do it.
Mm-hmm. And there is a special indulgence that people can get if they visit the Holy Door?
Yes, it'll be outlined that an indulgence, again, is the remission of the temporal punishment for our own sins, because we know after this life, if we haven't gained that kind of union with God, we're going to have to wait in the life to come. And the indulgence lessens the time that we wait, because we've done some penance here. we've done some work of conversion.
And this Holy Father, of course, has made mercy kind of like his trademark, and so he's trying to offer mercy to as many people as possible. So even if you're sick and you can't get out of the house, he says any way that you can attend Mass. So I mean, I take that. Could you do that through television?
Yeah, you could. It's for some people that are bedridden. This is it's open to everybody in some way. It depends. Again, it's the intention, not just the physical part. It's the intention of conversion and of trying to gain God's mercy.
All right. Well, we'll be following the events throughout the year. Bishop, thanks for telling us about it.
You're welcome.